Hello, everyone. I'm Midnight Siren. Today we will be looking at stories of the strange, scary, or straight up supernatural that were reported in the month of March 2016. These sightings range from odd UFOs to blood-sucking cryptids. If you've never heard of the Tully monster, it was an unidentified fossil found by Francis Tully in the late 1950s. The Tully monster was a strange worm-like water creature that scientists could not classify for the next 50-some-odd years. Some thought it a worm or a slug, but they were unsure. It's described as a vertebrate, which is very unlike both worms and slugs. Recreations of the creature show it to have a fish-like body, eyes stuck out on rods, and a long, jointed nose ending in a claw, sort of like a crab arm. Yeah, that sounds fucking terrifying. But it kind of looks like a cartoon character. It lived about 300 million years ago, but that time had disguised the monster's identity. That is until last month, when scientists were finally able to classify this horrifying monstrosity of its time. Apparently, it is something called a lamprey. Yeah, I googled a picture of a lamprey. Water is terrifying. A lamprey is some sort of jawless eel with vertebra. To me, it sort of looks like a giant leech. If you want to know more about the horrifying creatures that lived in our water and still do, I suggest checking out some articles on your own. A viral video last month seemed to display a woman vanishing out of thin air. The video originates from Danish network TV2. In the video, a woman is interviewing a man at an airport. However, it's not the interview that is interesting. In the background, two women are seen. One walks past the other and she moves on. The woman she had passed simply vanishes. Here's the video. Freaky, right? Is she some sort of ghostly traveler doomed to forever linger in Copenhagen Airport, dealing with the horror of airport security? Well, no. Let's watch it again, this time in slow motion. As you can see, right as the woman passes, just before her figure fully covers the ghost woman, you can see the ghost woman turn, probably to walk. What's happening is the ghost woman isn't a ghost woman at all. She just started walking in the same direction as the first woman. Because the ghost woman is further from the camera, the first woman completely blocks her from the camera's view, making it seem like she vanished. The video got over 3 million views, but sadly there's nothing fantastical going on here. Just an optical illusion. A man driving through rural Scotland one night has snapped what is being called the best UFO picture ever taken. 65-year-old John MacDonald was driving in a rural area during the dead of night when he heard a loud noise from above. He then saw a strange object hovering above him. He said that the noise from the object was loud enough to drown out the sound of his Jeep. Now, this sounds like your typical alien saucer sighting story, but what makes it more than the rest is the picture that he snapped. The apparent UFO is in an oval shape with what seems to be rows of multicolored glowing lights. The picture is so clear and defined that, of course, enthusiasts are in an uproar, while skeptics do what they do. To me, the image is pretty impressive, but also rather simple, and absolutely easy to fake with simple and free editing programs. Some are saying that it's possible that the object was a drone, but MacDonald is adamant that it was not. Drones would be hard to fly at night and would not make the noise that he heard. He believes that it is an alien UFO. After he snapped the photo, it apparently just vanished, leaving him a believer. Okay, I'm not saying this is fake, but this image looks a lot like the UFO Easter eggs in GTA 5, am I right? A village in China has had to set up many chicken funerals recently due to over 200 deaths caused by a vampire-like creature. Apparently, the chickens were found drained of blood. Most predatory creatures would eat the entire chicken. Among the slaughters, a few footprints were found around with holes torn in a fence. The prints were about the size of a child's handprint with 4 webbed toes. The bites left in the animals were larger than that of a dog's. Local authorities have been unable to identify the perpetrator, but this matches up with many tales from North America of the Chupacabra, or the goat sucker. I would guess this is the Chupacabra's Asian cousin, the Chupapolio. Any American mildly interested in extraterrestrials has wanted to go to Area 51 in the Nevada desert. Area 51 is a top-secret military base that is patrolled by hordes of soldiers for a 20-mile radius, assuring that no civilians get within. For as long as the story has been out, it has been plagued with assumptions of what the government is guarding behind the gates of Area 51. Many people make trips out to visit the borders of the base, but few have the nerve to cross the line. A video uploaded recently has proved why heeding the warnings on the signs is a good idea. Jeremiah Hasvold and his son were touring the extraterrestrial highway in the desert. They were visiting popular alien-linked sightings while Hasvold recorded it all. At some point he met up with a family who could not speak English very well and were intending to go to the base. Hasvold followed them. He and his son stopped at the border line, but the other family was either much more daring or confused. They continued past the signs, but only to be met by 2 soldiers, and one was armed. They made the family exit the vehicle and raise their hands in the air, all at gunpoint. While this happened, Hasvold recorded. The video ends abruptly, and the fate of the family is unknown, though I'm sure they're fine. I don't really have anything to say about this except, how stupid can you be? Multiple universities in Colorado have been finding strange markings spread across campuses. The symbols are sometimes accompanied by flash drives or notes that lead to YouTube videos. The videos are very strange, with hidden messages embedded within. Campus police are looking into the markings, but have not found anything yet. Okay, this is pretty creepy. I do imagine that this is probably another one of those genius puzzles. They popped up on several places like Reddit and such. Some people believe that these puzzles lead you to join secret societies or the government, like the Illuminati and all those other boring groups, if you can solve them. I find this super interesting and creepy and at the same time, and that's why it is my paranormal pick of the week. Anyway, guys, March was apparently a really slow month for all the aliens, ghosts, and cryptids. They must have been on vacation. Let me know what you think about all these stories in the comments below. I'm a nice siren, and hopefully Mini Mothman doesn't come back this time. I will see you guys next time.